Shalom. Before I begin this video, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Rachakodash, and double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. They continue to rule very well to this very day. That is continually feeding the flock through the Spirit and power of Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai. And also Shalom to the Hope elect that is also laboring as well in this labor of this spreading this ministry and this gospel to the other members of the Hope elect in faith, in truth, and sincerity, and in all charity. Now, the topic of this video is going to be entitled Esau Seeks the Life of Jacob Once Again. All right. Now, of course, the Spirit has it to where I titled this video in a different way. Of course, I'm going to change the title moving forward according to the Spirit. But this is a topic regarding the times that we're coming into, which, of course, we have for years and years on end now, starting with the Apostle Elders of Great Millstone on down, have been speaking on the insurrection which is to come upon our people, which are the nation of Israel, or is the nation of Israel, consisting primarily of you so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans. Okay, in which now you have a specific plan, or I want to say operation, in which is given the name Operation Legend, which is now is something that has been put in front of us, concerning the capturing and the lockdown that's going to be put on our people to capture them, to basically to throw them into concentration camps, and to also to enforce the elites or the higher ups of Esau, which Esau or Edom is a true biblical nationality of the so-called white man, to further their agenda, actually to enact their agenda, because through this they'll be able to pass draconian laws, all right, in which a part of that is, or the major part of that is going to be the microchip, which is known in the scriptures as the mark of the beast. Okay. And again, through this and also other pieces of legislation that has been set up to entrap our people and to destroy them, guess what, man? These are legislations, they're there to put our people back in total slavery. Okay. And again, this is showing you that Esau or Edom is once again seeking the bloodshed of our people, as he always did. Okay. There's nothing new, because Esau, back when he discovered that his blessing was taken from him, all right, and that was done through the Spirit of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai. When he found out that his blessing was taken away from him, all right, he was seeking to kill Jacob because of the blessing. Now, that's nothing new pertaining unto today. All right, he's doing the same thing, because the higher ups of Edom, they know that the blessing has been given unto us, the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans, and he's gonna try his damnedest to take the blessing back from us. All right, and how he's trying to do that, he's trying to destroy our people, so that we can never receive the blessing. All right. Which again is going to come by way of what? Operation Legend, Project Megiddo, okay, the King Alfred plan, all these different legislations and plans that they have put forth to entrap our people once again. All right, it's going to be in efforts to try to completely destroy the nation. All right, but again, Esau, in his feeble attempts to do that, he still does not realize that the prophecies have to be fulfilled. Okay, yeah, Esau knows about the prophecies, but he in his ignorance, in his pride, he thinks that he can upset the prophecies by taking down the nation of Israel as a whole, okay? Because he knows about the election. He knows that there's an election of 144,000. He knows that there's a chosen within the chosen. And through this an enactment, or through this action, he seeks to upset the prophecies so that he can maintain his rulership, okay? So that's why we've been putting up videos concerning, different pieces of legislation. We've been putting up videos concerning martial law, all right, concentration camps, and things of that nature, man, because these things are set up to destroy and entrap our people, okay? In which really, the ones who are really going to get caught up in this are 2/3 of the nation of Israel, okay? The 1/3 is going to be preserved, all right? And out of that 1/3 is going to come the elect, okay? So again, Esau is seeking the life of Jacob once again, okay? It's Ecclesiastes chapter 1. This is at verse 9. It says, the thing that have been is that which shall be, and that which is done is that which shall be done, and there is no new thing under the sun. See? So there is no new thing under the sun, okay? So just as how Jacob sought the life, or it's like as Esau sought the life of Jacob, okay, guess what? He's going to try and do that again, all right? He's going to try to seek out the life of Jacob and to destroy Jacob once again, like he tried to do before, okay? So again, there's no new thing under the sun. Is the thing which have been done before is going to be done once again, all right? That's why all the people that were back there during the ancient world, that were living during those times, guess what? They're back. They're going to be back again today, man. All right, those same spirits that were there during that time, they're back again to live and fulfill prophecy. Okay. So move on from there. I'm also grab the book of Genesis, chapter 27. Slack you. All right, so the book of Genesis, chapter 27, and this is at verse 41, straight to the point. It says, and Esau hated Jacob because of the blessing wherewith his father blessed him. Okay, which again, Esau still has that same hatred towards Jacob. The so-called white man still has that same hatred towards the so-called Negroes, Hispanics, and Native Americans to this very day because of the blessing that was given to us from our forefather Isaac. Okay, reading on, it says, and Esau said in his heart, the days of mourning for my father are at hand. Then will I slay my brother Jacob. See? So the same mentality that Esau had towards Jacob in pursuing him and trying to slay Jacob, guess what? Esau is doing that once again. He's pursuing our people in the efforts to slay our people, all right? To destroy our nation as a whole, to maintain his rulership, and to continue to have the fatness of the earth, because that's the blessing that was given unto him by our forefather Isaac. He was made to live by the sword, all right, because that's his blessing as well, and to have the fatness of the earth as his dwelling, all right, because Esau has the best of the lands, man. Okay, that's why in due time he's going to lose that. Okay, he's going to lose that the dwelling of the fatness of the earth, and he's going to be reduced to a base man. Okay. Now, move on from there. I'm going to get the book of Ezekiel chapter 35, and this is at verse 5. It says, because thou hast had a perpetual hatred and who's the thou that's talking about? It's talking about Esau. Esau has had this perpetual hatred, right? And the word perpetual means everlasting, all right? The word perpetual means a very, very, very long time, okay? So Esau has always had this hatred towards Jacob, okay? And has shed the blood of the children of Israel by the force of the sword in the time of their calamity, in the time that their iniquity had an end. See? Because Esau has maintained a perpetual hatred towards the sons of Israel. All right, he has shed the blood of our people by the force of the sword, and he has a record of doing that, man. All right. Really, it was really pronounced when we went into slavery. All right, in this last captivity, and we're still under this man's hand to this very day, man. We went into hardcore bondage into America due to the transatlantic slave trade. That's when it was really pronounced, when Esau was shedding the blood of the children of Israel at an all-time high. Okay. Now, move on from there. I'm gonna get the book of Numbers, chapter 20. All right, Numbers chapter 20, verse 14. And the Lord Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushua has not forgotten everything that the so-called white man has treated our people and what he has done to our people. Okay. Now, Numbers chapter 20, verse 14, it says, and Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom. Thus saith thy brother Israel. All right, which technically we are brothers. Okay, we have the same father, Isaac. Okay, but Esau, what he has done, he's broken the brotherly covenant. Okay. So again, it says, and Moses sent messengers from Kadesh unto the king of Edom. Thus saith thy brother Israel, thou knowest all the travail that hath befallen us, how our fathers went down into Egypt, and we have dwelt in Egypt a long time, and the Egyptians vexed us and our fathers. Okay. Now I'm skipping down. Verse 17, it says, let us pass, I pray thee, through thy country. We will not pass through the fields or through the vineyards, neither will we drink of the water of the wells. We will go by the king's highway. We will not turn to the right hand nor to the left until we have possessed thy borders. Okay. And that was our plea. All right. We wasn't gonna, bother any of their possessions or anything like that. Look, all we had to do is go through the king's highway. All right. And to go through. But guess what Edom did? Okay. Our big brother. Verse 18, it says, and Edom said unto him, thou shalt not pass by me, lest I come out against thee with the sword. Okay. And why is that? Because, again, Esau, or Edom, the nation of Edom, has remembered what happened during the time of Jacob and Esau, when the blessing was given unto Jacob. Okay. So from that time, going all the way up to the time that we was coming out of Egypt, we was going to the promised land. All right. Edom has been against us and has sought to destroy us. Okay. I'm gonna go to verse 19. Slack you. It says, and the children of Israel said unto him, we will go by the highway, and if I or my cattle drink of thy water, then I will pay for it. I will only, without doing anything else, go through on my feet. And he said, thou shalt not go through. And Edom came out against him with much people with a strong hand. Thus Edom refused to give Israel passage through his border, wherefore Israel turned away from him. Right. So Edom came out with a strong hand, with an army, ready to kill Israel if they were to go through the land of Edom, just to get to the promised land. All right. Because Edom still feels some type of way about that promised land being given unto us. All right. And they knew that during that time. All right. They knew that the land was supposed to be given unto us. And they said, you know what, man? Excuse my French, man. You know what, man? Fuck these people, man. All right. You know, they've been given the land that was supposed to be given unto me. Why do we have to give passage unto him? You know, that's the mentality of the Edomites. All right. And that's what happened during that time. They refused passage. Okay. I'm going to move on from there. I'm going to get the book of Psalms, chapter 137. Try to close this out as quick as possible. Psalms chapter 137, verse 7. And Edom, the nation of Edom, took it to a whole nother level. All right. Psalms chapter 137, verse 7 says, remember, O Lord, Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahushai, the children of Edom, in the day of Jerusalem, who said, raise it, even to the foundation thereof. All right. And this was during the time when Edom was helping the Babylonians take down the Israelites. Okay, they were cheering on the Babylonians and pointing out and helping the Babylonians take our people down during that time, and was cheering that our places and our treasures were taken. All right, that we would be ransacked. Okay, so the Lord remembered that, man, and the Lord remembered when they stood in the way. Okay, and the Lord remember when Esau attempted to slay Jacob, and guess what? The Lord has that all in account, and he is witnessing what Esau is trying to do right now. Once again, trying to destroy our people as a whole. Okay, because of what? The blessing. Okay, now I'm gonna grab one last precept, and I'm gonna cap it with this. This is 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 70. And this is what Esau is trying to do right now and trying to secure the blessing and the dominion. 2 Ezra chapter 16, verse 70. It says, for there shall be in every place in the next cities a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. And who is the ones that fears the Lord? The Israelites. Okay? And that insurrection is a rising up. In other words, it's going to come in the form of martial law. All right? So it says, a great insurrection upon those that fear the Lord. They shall be like madmen, sparing none, but still spoiling and destroying those that fear the Lord. Okay, so in that time, Esau is going to be like a madman. He's going to listen. He's not going to have no reason. He's not going to listen to reason, should I say? And he's going to attempt to slaughter the whole nation of Israel by way of martial law. Okay, by the sword. Okay, so again, you know, 2/3 of our people are going to get caught in that. Of course, pursuing the prophecy. But again, they're not going to prevail. Okay, because the Lord still has a remnant that has been preserved until the time when Yahushua returns and delivers out of our captivity. Okay. Verse 72 says, for they shall waste and take away their goods and cast them out of their houses. Then shall they be known who are my chosen, which is the elect of the nation of Israel. And they shall be tried as gold in the fire. Okay. So I'm going to go ahead and end off on that note. Lord's will is edifying to the elect of the nation of Israel. Till next time, once again, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Ba'ashem Yahushai, Ba'ashem Chakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone that rule well to this day. And also Shalom, peace and safety and salutations to the hopeful elect that is still laboring his work, giving your diligence to make your call and election sure, in faith, in truth and sincerity, in all charity. And with that, let's get Shalom.